this is your first time, know that all we do is talk about love. The awareness and acceptance of our wholeness. That's what love is. It's not a romantic thing. It's a way of looking at life. It's a way of looking at yourself. I heard this the other day and I just fell in love with it. In other words, when I look at my wife and I say, I love you to my wife, what I'm saying to my wife is, I want for you what you want for you. Contemplate that. I want for you what you want for you, not I want for you what I want for you. Big difference there. What you're doing then is you're saying to the person, they're complete. They know what they're doing. I'm here to support you. And isn't that the only reason to be in relationship? So I'm looking at you as you're watching this and I'm saying to you, I want for you what you want for you. And today we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're going to have a little journey into the road to freedom. But before we go there, let's do a little bit of centering. Let's go into just a short meditation together. So if you would, bring yourself to a comfortable, seated, upright position. Your back is straight. Hands gently resting on your lap. Eyes closed. Bring your awareness to your breath. Consciously breathing in and breathing out. With the next breath, visualize the breath going into your heart and the breath going out from your heart. Again, breathing in and breathing out. With every breath, feel your body becoming more and more and more relaxed. As your body relaxes, feel and know that you're not the body, but you have a body. You're not your mind. You have a mind. And you can feel the more you relax that the boundaries of the body disappear and you realize that you're a wave of energy. And how you think creates a frequency. And the frequency that you're vibrating at creates your physical form and it creates your experience. So bring yourself to a frequency of peace, of balance. Because in peace and balance, your body and your mind are in homeostasis. When your body and mind are in homeostasis, your body heals easily and effortlessly without any work. Your body is meant to be perfect. Notice that. The more you relax, the freer you feel. No boundaries of limiting thoughts, no boundaries of physical form. Totally free. Freedom, being free, is your natural state. It is how you were meant to be. Just bask for a moment as you feel this freedom just moving through you. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, free. So gently, start to bring yourself back into the awareness of your body, the awareness of thoughts. Gently begin to move your fingers, your head from side to side or in a circle. And when you're ready, open your eyes and put a smile on your face. Today I want to talk to you about the road to freedom. One of the things I've learned throughout my life is that there is a DNA within every human being, and that DNA that is the strongest of all is the desire to be free, to make your own choices, to not be confined by limitations of mom or dad or society or businesses, but to be free. And we'll accept giving up our freedom for a short period of time. I see this in relationships all the time where it's a very codependent relationship and people are not free. Eventually, there's a rebellion because we desire to be free. The science of mind teaches that our minds are the creator of our destiny. And when we align our thoughts with the infinite, we break free from our own mental limitations. Do you see that the greatest threat, the greatest inhibitor of your ability to be free is your own mental perception? And it's not a perception that you created for yourself. It's a perception that your parents installed in you, and they didn't know any better. They taught you that you had to function within this realm. They taught you that you had to do this, you had to do that, you had to do this and that. Be a good boy, be a good girl, you're bad. No, be what mom and dad say. When in retrospect, all you want to do is uncover, how do I choose to live my life? How do I choose to break free of limiting thoughts? You have a power that is working through you that can do anything you choose to set your mind on. The question is, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to set your mind? Our journey to discovering freedom begins when we become consciously aware of our thoughts and understand that our minds are creating our experience. Most of the time, in my experience, we're not even aware of what we're thinking. We're not even aware of the consequences of what we're saying. It's a simple thing is people tell me, I'm going to change my life. And they said, I hope I can do something. The second you put the word, I hope I can do something, you're saying to the universe, I'm not going to do it. But if you say, I am doing this now, that's a very different statement. Do you see how powerful your thoughts and words can be depending on how you frame them? And when you truly understand, it's the accumulation of your thoughts, your words, your feelings and actions that create a mental atmosphere that creates your experience. So the journey to discovering freedom is a constant journey. And it's all about awareness. I do a workshop called the Values Workshop where we determine what are the most important things to an individual. And if you live by the top 3 things that are most important to you, you are going to have a very fulfilling life. Well, I can tell you that my number 1 value, what is most important to me, is to become more aware. It's been that, and my journey is about journey of becoming more aware. You see, as we become free, we begin to understand that we are not victims of circumstances, but rather active participants in the creation of our reality. Our reality is simply this. It's the perception we have and the experience we have through viewing an event through that perception. That's our reality. Is it truth? No. Why? Because people can look at the same event and have a completely different experience or a completely different reality. Isn't that a fascinating thing? No 2 people see life the same, see the event the same. That's why so many times when you're looking at, in the courts, detectives and that, eyewitness testimony is often very, very wrong because people see not the event as it is, They see the event through their perceptions, and those perceptions are slanted based on their upbringing. You're not a victim. You're not a victim unless you believe you're a victim. Freedom takes you out of the idea that you're a victim. You see, the only victim or the only roadblock to freedom is our own limiting beliefs. That's right, it's your limiting beliefs. Now, don't beat yourself up. You didn't develop these beliefs on your own. They were given to you. Think about this. From 0 to 7, your mind is in theta state, which means whatever is said, it is automatically blindly accepting as true. So whatever mom and dad said, whatever aunts and uncles and grandparents said, whatever the school said, whatever your friends said, they form beliefs. And they're probably functioning at a very deep level within your subconscious mind right now. The key thing is, are those beliefs serving your highest expression, your highest experience of being love in the world today? If they're not, then you know you've got some work to do. And the work is to install new beliefs. When we embrace the interconnectedness of all life, we discover how to align our minds with the healing energies of the universe. And when we do this, it will lead to physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. In other words, there's only one form of consciousness that is the ground of all being. This is what quantum physics says. This is what religions are trying to say, but they've anthropomorphized God. They've given God human qualities. Well, God's not human. God doesn't have human qualities. God is not happy or sad. That's not God. God is infinite. It means all things are God. Everything, every feeling, every thought, every emotion, everything is God. And when you realize that you were created by God, out of God, and you are made all of God, and because you're part of God, you're connected to everything, you realize that the very power that created the universe is the very power you are using to create your life. And then when you align your mind to the idea that this power is responding to you, all the power of the universe is behind your thoughts, your words, your actions, and feelings. In other words, your beliefs. And as you align your beliefs, you will have physical well-being. You will have emotional well-being. You will have spiritual well-being, simply because it is your natural state. The road to freedom invites us to recognize the immense power of our minds to consciously co-create our reality and overcome limiting beliefs, to tap into our healing potential, and to foster unity. It is only through the application of these principles that we discover freedom. So think about that. Recognizing the immense power within your mind. Right now, you don't think you have power. You feel you're limited. But if you truly understood how powerful you are, wouldn't that make you have a feeling of freedom? When you realize as well that it is not just your ego, but it's you in alignment with all the consciousness of the universe, that you're co-partnering with that, and there's nothing other than that. Do you feel free? What if you were able to get rid of limiting beliefs? You had beliefs that were without bounds. Would that set you free? What if you tapped into the potential that you can heal anything in you? Mind, body, soul, spirit, you can heal anything. Would that set you free? And what about if you truly knew and understand the unity of all life, that we're all one? You would feel free, wouldn't you? It's not just thinking this, it's actually living it every moment of every day. You see, we claim our freedom when we truly understand and embrace that nothing changes until we change. I'm inviting you to take a journey of freedom, to understand your oneness with all that is, the power that is behind your thoughts, and for you to create new beliefs that set you free to an unlimited experience of life in whatever way you desire to take it. You are the master of your life. You set the direction, you have the power available to you, and you have the freedom to use that power any way you want. You can use it consciously, or you continue to use it unconsciously and have a life where you're a victim. I invite you to become a co-creator, to reclaim your power and know the beauty of life that exists right there within you. Remember, until you change, nothing else will change. I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. I gave you a simple message, but it's a powerful one today. If you're desiring to know more, go to my YouTube channel, Rev Lee, and you'll find well over 2,000 videos that you can pursue on just about any subject. Also, go to agapespiritualcenter.com. Find out ways that you can plug in all the things we offer, most of them virtual. And by the way, sign up for my newsletter and my daily thoughts. When you do, you'll get some free 25 of my favorite affirmations. They're powerful affirmations. And if this message is meaningful to you, make a donation so that we can take this message and get it to others just like you and me, so that we can empower each other and support each other as we create a world that works for everyone. Thank you again. I'm honored that you spent your time with me exploring life, exploring freedom, and claiming it for ourselves and for everyone. Much love and aloha.